Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Johnny, here with another reaction and analysis video. I have a lot of catching up to do with Mr. Geoff Castellucci, so today we're looking at his cover of Way Down that he released this past June. I have heard it before, it's not a first time reaction, but I am in love with it. So I can't wait to talk about what's going on with this piece from the perspective of an amateur composer. I really enjoy this one and I can't wait to break it down. So without further ado, let's get into it. Right off the bat, we've nailed the setting for the piece in terms of the music video and the music that we have going on here. We just have a in C going on an acoustic guitar, like a closed pluck, a little bit of a like a snap or maybe an edited clap going on, a soft little clap going on in the background to keep time. Um, and we have Geoff down here on a C1 already, dipping down to it's a C2, dipping down to a G1. Not gonna have that today. Very impressive stuff right off the bat. Very good way to establish setting with kind of like the janitorial idea after a show.
Babe, you're getting closer. The lights are going dim. The sound of your breathing, yeah, has made the mood I'm in.
So very trademark of Elvis who we're imitating here. We have up to that fourth, that subdominant. We love those walks in Elvis bass lines that trip tones that are not in the key signature. Also we have the breathing sound effect, which I think is a creative little touch. It's starting off very simple with just a melody going to baby getting closer down to a C. Something like that.
Yeah, has made the mood I'm in. Well, all of my resistance lying on the floor. You're taking me to places that I've never been before.
Some really solid low C's over the piece. Before. I don't have it as strong as he does, and mine's more of a chest cry, but still.
Places that I've never been before.
Same thing. I think that's it. Using that F sharp before resolving.
Ooh, when I can feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it.
We have the bass drop going into this first rendition of the chorus, or the pre-chorus that is. So we have him going up down more into the feel it, feel it. And when we get to this part, we have that bass drop and the instruments coming a little bit stronger than they had been before, and we start getting some of the classic Geoff background vocals, very understated, not a whole lot of motion yet, but it's very appropriate for what we have going on here.
Before, ooh, when I can feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, way down where the music plays, way down like a
Nice backgrounds already going. Jeez.
Way down where the fires blaze, way down, way on down.
I like the percussion cut out. When we get to the way downs, I also like how he's kind of commandeering the piece with just having a good time singing this in the lower octave for the first repetition of the chorus. Very atmospheric, very nice. Of course, the Tim Faust phase. The way on down. Some really strong C1s. I mean C2s again. It's a C2.
My head is spinning. You've got me in your spell. 100 magic fingers, a burning carousel. Come on.
And you would just appreciate how natural he sounds in this upper mid range. I'm not warmed up enough to be able to do this well. Sorry to say, I just woke up like half hour ago. Yeah, but he sounds really natural up in a higher register, which I think is really good to use in a song like this to kind of introduce new viewers to his full range. But yeah, I think that's very admirable. And on this section of the chorus, we break away from soloist Geoff doing the melody. Excuse me. And this is trademark of his pieces, his arrangements. Having the three background vocals do their little trio, trading off with the soloist Geoff or sometimes interacting with, which we do get later. And then we have another dip down to a G1 sliding up to a C2. Let's continue.
Love is doing something that I just can't describe.
Two cool octaves there. I just can't describe. Three octaves of G, G1, G2, G3, and then we sit on that C2. But we kind of have like that scratching the vinyl record effect in between each one, and I think that's just a creative touch. Like you wouldn't have heard that in Elvis's original version of the song. So very impressive.
And I can feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it.
All knows I'm not gonna feel it. Full voice. And that's not an easy syllable. Those aren't easy syllables to sing that high for a low bass voice up there. I've heard recently that Geoff refers to himself as more of a baritone with an additional bass range that he trained himself in. I wish I could do that. But still, the high G is really good for such a low voice as his.
Way down where the music plays, way down like a tidal wave.
And he leads his chorus just as well in this upper octave as he did the lower one. It's really incredible what his voice can do.
Way down where the fires blaze, way down, way on down, way down.
So it's also important to comment on what these way downs are doing. So the first one, Cradle, is the tonic. The second one is on the dominant, the fifth, and then the last one is the tonic again. So very simple, but very catchy as well. And we have who's this one? Geoff down to C2 down to G1. He throws these G1s in here like it's nothing, and can't get over it.
Way on down, way on down, way on down. Hold me again as tight as you can. I need you so now, baby, let's go.
Really interesting harmonic stuff. So now we're using a subtonic. Is that the term? I don't know. We're using a minor seventh here, and so we're kind of like breaking major, switching to more of a I guess a mix of Lydian or Lydian, one of the two. A little bit rusty on my mode names.
Again as tight as you can.
with harmonically built. So instead of the melody, we're doing kind of like a background idea. Wait, let me listen. I need you so now, baby, let's go way down.
Way down.
So yeah, we kind of have a breakdown section going on here, lingering with the repeated in the keyboard on the background, while we have these those vocals breaking the key a little bit, creating more of a borrowing from minor kind of idea.
Down where it feels so good. Way down like I hoped it would. Way down like I never could.
Never could. How? And then we're up here building up to an E4 on the melody. And I kind of feel like that the way down is harder to sing up there than the feel it was up there, just because of where the syllables are lying. You can't get over it.
Down, way, way on down. Way on down. Way on down.
So of course we're just staggering here, stalling for the last note. But there is a really interesting kind of like barbershop quartet idea going on here.
Way on down. Way on down. Way on.
Very jazzy, and I don't have the ear to pick this out, but barbershop quartet style music is not easy to write. I've tried. Um, I can't. Sorry to say. Um, so I found it really impressive that he can. I'm pretty sure he did this arrangement himself. He usually does. Um, and that takes a certain talent to be able to hear what sounds right and what doesn't, especially when what we're doing here is essentially just keeping the audience primed and excited for the last note by drawing it out as much as we can. And of course, our C1.
Misty Mountains Cold was way better.
Like I was named Geoff too. Interesting. That's C1. Done on some harmonics. I don't know. Way on, way on. Not really. I can inhale. Way, way. I started on C1. Way on. That is kind of high for inhale. Okay, I can inhale it. I can. I promise. How so few people can do that in subharmonics, like such a small percentage. I don't know, guys. This is just so much fun. It's always a treat to listen to, and it's probably my favorite arrangement by him right now. I still really like Monster Mash 16 Tons. Ain't No Sunshine, which I also have to react to. Um, but this one is the one I've most recently had the most fun listening to. So, yeah, I mean, not the most in depth because this is not a first time reaction. I'm pretty familiar with everything going on here. But still, a lot of fun with this piece. I highly recommend you go listen to it. If you haven't, go listen to it again. I mean, if you have, go listen to it again. And be sure to sub to Geoff because his work is incredible. And with that, that's all for me. I will see you guys in the next one.